creativity and particularly the way he's unwrapping how to replicate it is something which I really liked. I think Frederick, of course, is a world-renowned specialist in this particular area. So it is a very useful conference. I like the way he makes comparisons in terms of how creativity is generated. I think, at least for me personally, I think the mechanism of how creativity is generated, how innovation should be looked at, I think that's very useful, because we are all creative in our own ways, but you cannot replicate success and you can't make it happen and again if you don't know the science behind it. Of course, using science in a creative thing is wrong, but anything, if you know the mechanism, then you can replicate it and make it work. And of course, I knew about Frederick through my readings, so it's a good initiative, and you brought a highly credible international speaker.
The difference is that he just created some inquisitive mind. Just a question mark is still there on my head. Now I think I've been a better person to see, revisit my way of doing things, and then adding the creativity touch to that.
The speaker was able to connect well with the audience, and the audience was quite comfortable with him. Normally, audience tend to be a bit on their guard. They don't open up too much, especially when meeting somebody for the first time, but today was pretty good and pretty interactive. The technique that Frederick shared with us to really trigger the creativity in us. Yes, it's there, but it needs to be tapped, it needs to be exploited. And yes, we have a creative potential, but there are techniques we need to learn to be able to express it. Quite passionate about this whole idea of leadership as a driver of change. And to me, leadership, change, and creativity, innovation are all linked up. And you cannot have effective leadership without change and without innovation.